If you want to feel a good vibe, then you have to tune in live. Boom bang bang master is juggling, and that's the reason why. People from north, south, east, and west, the music they want to digest. Everywhere you turn, you will hear them talk. Boom bang bang master, him are the best. Massive them a scan, massive them a rock. Boom bang bang master, him have the whole place locked. The massive them a scan, massive them a rock. Yeah, what is?
Allowed my enemies to triumph over me. Hallelujah.
You make me stronger.
Hey, good night to you, Miss Hope Faith Wagwan. Wagwan, Mr. Iron.
You make me stronger.
My bad goalkeeper, Fred, where you going with it? Good night, good night, good night, good night. Yeah, man.
From Spain to Colombia. We don't know.
Please join the people as soon as the joy, please share the life. Wagwan, Chrissy. Yeah. As soon as the joy, people, please share the live. A tester, or a tester testimony. Yeah, man. I'm live. Let the world know that the Boom Bang Bang Master is live.
You're my creator.
Lord,
you know my times. Seasons of breakthrough.
yeah, man.
Seasons of trial.
Yeah, collide.
So I will seek you. And you I will find. You're my strong tower. In you I will hide.
Wagwan, Mr. Johnson. Good night to you, Selena. Yeah, man. Hey, back to Wagwan. Good night to you.
I lift my spirit. Lord, I take your hand.
Latesha will be in the building tonight, people. A phenomenal writer.
Who I am. Sing that song. I used to run from battle, but you made me strong. I'm strong and mighty. I am that I am.
Please share chat the people.
You make me stronger.
Yeah, man. Share up the life for me.
Say you make me
Hey, Miss Smith, Wagwan. Florida is in the building. Yeah, man. Wagwan, Mr. Chris Brown.
I feel like running, skipping, praying
Hey, since you Wagwan.
for what he has done for me.
Yeah, man. It up top sentence. Hi, good night to you, Kelissa. Please share the life from the channel, people. Wagwan, Mr. Robinson.
I feel like running.
You're ready.
Please share the life of a Johnny people. Somebody evening to you.
Kingston town, we gotta big up the sun. Well, if you know what I want, let me see everybody hands go up, up, up. Let me see you wave it in the air. I'm waving like you have no fear. I made up my mind to go back to you the rest of my life. I made up my mind to go back to you. Everybody jump, jump, jump. Kingston town, we got to big up the sun. Well, if you know what I want, let me see everybody hands go up, up, up. Let me see wave it in the air. I'm waving like you have no fear. We don't
Latesha in the building. Hey, what about the Salanai?
You're ready.
Hey, Kalai.
You're ready.
Yeah, man. A mighty and strong woman of Zion will be passing through tonight. Big up to all the independent ladies. Miss Nico Wagwan.
You're ready.
People, let's go. Oh my goodness, good night to you. Good night to you, Madam Bigam. Matsando. Big up to all the massive there in St. Anne. Yeah, man. Hey, Latesha Wagwan.
You're ready.
Good night to you, Shanik.
Fire!
Spice is ready.
Every day.
Yeah, man.
No trouble overtakes me. The long life's weary road. Said I've got somebody with me all the way. Said I've got somebody with me to share my heavy load. I feel this person's loving every day. Share. You're ready. Long life's weary road. Said I've got somebody with me all the way. Yeah, said I've got somebody with me. Say no, 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 no. I feel this person's loving share.
Some days out, but I will not give up. No, I won't let
Latesha, you ready?
go. You have always made a way, God.
From test to testimony.
Oh, God. Some days high, some days low, but I will not give up. No, I won't let go. I know God will make a way for me. Yeah. Oh, I've been troubles on the left, troubles on the right. Fire. I'll be alright. I know God will make a way for me.
I tell you, this is my anthem right now.
Some days high,
Hey, this is my color walk one.
but I will not give up. No, I won't let go. I know God will make a way for me. Yeah. Oh, I've been troubles on the left, troubles on the right. Trusting in you, oh God, I know I'll be alright. I know God will make a way for me. You're the God of the valley, the mountains and the sea. I will not worry. You will make a way for me. Powerful and mighty, you provide all.
All right, Latesha, please send me the request right now.
To the stars I will believe.
Send me the request, please.
You will make a way for me. So even if my eyes can't see, deep down I do believe. If you can part the sea for Moses, you can open doors for me. I know, oh yeah, you will make a way for me. Father, you have never once failed me. Kept my family. Jesus fight for me. You are Jehovah. You're ready. You will never shut down. We shall God amen. Oh, I know you will take good care of me. God of the valley, the mountains and the sea. I will not worry. You will make a
I'm not worried about my problems.
powerful and mighty. You provide all of my needs. Through the storms I will believe. You will make a way for me.
All independent people, let's go.
Anywhere you plant me, Lord, that's where I will go. Say you coming after my soul.
She's not afraid, none at all. Yeah, man.
Wanna give me laughs, wanna give me bling,
Latesha.
wanna give me all the material things. I am talking about what the world has to offer. Girl, what you doing? Don't you see what they have done to Bedouin and Marcus, Jesus and all of the prophets? But I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid. Prostitution and them government line. No, and they don't mind when you're wasting time. Come up with some stupid lines, influencing. They don't mind when you're locked up in jail, can't get no bail, sentence for life. They can't see you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, man.
I am black and I'm strong in every way.
Good night to you. What up, Juan?
Night, I'm here. How are you?
I'm wonderful, giving thanks. It's a pleasure to have you live and direct on the Boom Bang Bang Entertainment.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, wonderful. So, ladies and gentlemen, on our screen right now is an author. I see Shanique sending a lot of love in the chat. You know? Tell us 3 words to describe Latesha.
3 words to describe Latesha. Strong, independent, zealous.
And?
Zealous. Oh, you want a bonus word?
Yeah, no problem. Sure.
Bonus word. Caring.
Huh?
Caring.
Oh, good. All right. What's the motivation, or what's the motive behind the book? From a test to testimony.
Inspire and motivate other people. So I've learned one thing in life: your testimony is not for you, which means that the things that you go through, you have to share it with other people in order to build their strength and to reassure them that everything will be okay.
Let me ask you, are you a Christian?
Yes, I am. A child of God. I like to put it that way because I think Christian is used really loose.
Oh, okay. How long did it take you to write this book, by the way?
Whoa. If we're going to count from the day I started, we're about 6 years in.
About 6 years in.
Yeah, because the thing is, at first it wasn't a book. It was like, it was just me jotting down notes. You know, I was going through a lot of stuff and I didn't have anyone to speak to. So I was just talking to the only thing that I know that wouldn't, you know, judge me or ridicule me or anything like that.
All right, the things that are inside the book are your personal experiences, right?
It's all about me. All about my journey.
It's
And
all about you.
through. Yeah. I might have touched on a few other people, but go ahead.
I didn't hear that part.
Oh, I'm saying I might have touched on a few other people, but I only touch on them because they're directly linked to the whole scenario or what I'm trying to talk about in the book.
I'm going to be asking you a couple questions that, you know, should be inside the book.
No problem.
You won't break down or anything of the sort.
I won't.
Okay, wonderful. Do you still talk with these people? The man who was supposed to be your grandfather, do you still talk to him?
No. I've tried to find him, to be honest. Some
You
people think
tried?
it's weird, like, why would I try to find him? So he went to prison. I tried to find him so I could tell him that I haven't, well, I have forgiven him and it's okay and whatever, whatever. However, I don't know what prison he's in. I don't know if he's out. I don't know what's his situation. So,
He's in Jamaica, by the way.
well, he should be. I think he's still in prison. I just don't know what prison he's in. The last time I heard something from him was there was this time my grandma was in a certain vicinity and one of his family members seemed as if she went to visit him. She said to my grandma that he said that I'm supposed to come and bail him because I am the one who put him there. So I know that from that situation, he's still there. I just don't know where he is.
So
So he
where did
should be
that
in
even
Jamaica.
come about that he made mention that you were the one who put him there?
All right, so remember I said to you, the family member said that to my grandma. So based on the conversation, I'm assuming she went there to look for him, and that is when he said that.
Okay. And right now, if he should appear, you would just open your arms and say, hi, or if
I
he
would
should
say
just
hi,
appear
to
right
be
now.
honest. I would say hi, and I would let him know
Mhm.
that I have, I'm not holding it against him. The truth is, we forgive, but we don't forget. So I'm gonna remember, and it means that I'm not gonna put myself in the same position again for him to do the same thing. I mean, I was a child then. I didn't have control over that then, but now I do have control, so I wouldn't put myself in the same situation. And then I would also still stay afar from him because he told me that he will kill me. So I don't know when the day
Yes,
is gonna come. So, you know, but he did say that.
trouble. Um, I think you're very strong, by the way. Let me just even put that out there for
Thank
what you
you.
have gone through and for the woman that you are and the woman that you will be becoming. I think
Thank
that's
you.
just
Thank
impressive.
you.
Um, as far as the book is concerned, though, who are your intended audience?
All right. So, to be honest with you, I want people who have been through similar situations. And this book is not just covering sexual abuse, but it's also covering physical, emotional abuse as well, domestic abuse as well. Um, and I want it to reach those persons more. Reason being is because there are a lot of persons who go through these things. Even since I've written the book, I've had classmates reach out to me to say, you know, I didn't know you went through this. I went through the same thing as well. Uh, my family member, she also said the same thing to me, and I didn't know that either. And so I realized that a lot of persons are faced with the same situations and or similar, and they are afraid to speak up. They don't have a voice. So I want them to read it and be inspired to know that at the end of the day, I have a voice. I might not have control over what has happened to me, but I can speak up about this. This is not my fault. The people who are supposed to love me and protect me, they were the one who abused me. I didn't do this to myself. So I want them to be inspired to know that someone else is speaking up and you're not alone in the darkness. Someone else was there with you.
What you went through, is it still affecting you in any sort of way?
I'm so
Trouble?
sorry to I'm so sorry to laugh at the question.
Trouble?
Um oh hmm. Let me say not directly, but it has probably changed who I am a bit, to be honest with you. Like,
For good or
you
for
know,
bad.
like certain things now I'm just ready to just stop it before it even goes anywhere. Just, yeah. So it has changed my personality a bit.
Trouble.
But otherwise, I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm okay.
And you made mention that one of the greatest gifts what's one of the greatest gifts you have received since being on this earth?
My son. You know why?
How old is he?
He's 4. You know why he's my greatest gift? Um, when I was pregnant with him, I was really upset. Like, I know that, when you look at yourself and you say, I deserve more, I know that I should be doing better, I know better, but I didn't do better, right? And it's not something that I wanted, it just happened. But then I was so upset at myself to the point where I just wanted him to die, I just wanted to kill him. I tried every possible way, everything in the books except go to the doctor because, of course, I didn't have the money. But I tried every possible way, and he didn't die, no matter what I
You
did.
tried everything possible, everything
Yeah,
that was in the book.
everything that they say except go to the doctor because I'm like, I don't have the money. But everything else, the whole pills and everything, I tried all of it. And I realized that he didn't die. And as much as I hated it and I was so angry and so upset, at some point I had to accept it. And at some point I had to just deal with it because I realized, okay, this child is not going anywhere no matter what I try. And so when he was born, and I had it really rough with him, when he was born, I realized that he gives me love unconditionally. Like, he'll just kiss me out of nowhere. He'll just make me feel appreciated. He'll just randomly say I love you and stuff like that. I never really had that. I never really had any of that. And I always say maybe God knew that I needed this and then he gave me him. So yes, he would be my greatest gift to date, because without him as well, I probably would have taken what has happened to me a different way, and nobody knows how it might turn out, because a lot of people go through these things and it turn out various ways, you know. Um, I think having him makes me more steadfast. I've always been a go-getter, but I think that it makes me want to go even harder, because I'm looking at the fact that it's coming down from a generation.
I won't cry. I see Shani saying that I'm gonna cry. Yeah,
It's coming.
I just wipe my eyes if I have to cry.
When I look at the fact that it's coming down from generation to generation, so I wouldn't have been the first in my lineage, and the person before me wouldn't have been the first either, and it's just coming down. Then, for one, it makes me say, God, I'm glad I didn't have a girl, because then maybe the same thing would have happened to her. And then I reached to another stage where I'm like, it's a boy, but I still have to protect him, because obviously this is just coming down in my generation. So what if the same thing happens to him? And then I realized that my family, they've never spoken up about it. So it was so to the point that I had to change some of the names in the book, because there are still persons who have not spoken up about it, and they're still living with it. And
As suicide ever crossed your mind back then?
yeah, it did. I remember this one time my son was laying down beside me on the bed, and I had absolutely nothing. I was going through possibly one of the roughest times in my life, and I was going through depression. I didn't bathe, I didn't eat, I didn't sleep, I didn't do anything. I would just sit there for days. And I remember I started having seizures, and my dad brought me to the doctor and they gave me some sleeping pills to. They say it slows the brain down, right? So because it was slow morning, my eyes wouldn't open, and when they do, somebody has to. Hello? I think something is wrong. You're hearing me? Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay. So I'm saying they gave me this medication that they said was supposed to slow down the brain because, as I told you,
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
I had seizure and I was farting and the whole work. And when they brought me to the doctor and stuff, and they gave me the pill to slow my brain down. But as I said, I think it was doing more than that because in the morning my eyes wouldn't open and somebody had to open them. And then when you do, they're so red, like literally. And I was going through this dark place. And I remember my son was laying down beside me on the bed, and I sat there with a bottle of water, and I went and I took up every pill that I could ever find that I ever took in my lifetime. Because for some reason I've never finished medications. So I took up every pill that I could possibly find, and I took all of them, and I sat there and I drank. And I remember I texted a friend of
Hold on
mine.
for Latesha. I think.
Go ahead.
Hold on for a second. I think the internet was giving some glitches just now. Let us just pause for a second. Big up to those who just joined us. Garfield, George Grant, big up yourself. And others who have just joined, yes, big up on yourself. Latesha is on the line. We're good now, Latesha?
Yeah, I'm good. You're okay?
All right, wonderful. Yes.
Yeah, so I was
All right.
saying that
So,
I
yeah, you
go
said
ahead.
it came to your,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
it
I
came to you
texted
once when you were lying down beside your phone.
yeah, and I texted a friend of mine and I said to him, um, I said to my friend, I am gonna kill myself and I just want you to just take care of my son, ensure he's okay and whatever the case may be. And I don't know what happened, but I took all the medications and stuff. And I remember I heard a knock at the front door. And when my brother opened the door, it was police officers and they just came in. So I don't know if the person had called the police or whatever the case may be, but they just came in. But fast forward, at first they thought nothing happened and whatever. But then they left and then one of them came back and I don't remember what he saw or whatever the case may be. But anyways, fast forward again. I was brought to the hospital and yeah, they put some tubes in all over me. And I stayed there for days and they drained whatever out.
And ever since then, what changed? What happened? Is it that you're still dealing with depression, or is it gone? Is it something that comes and goes? What is it like?
All right, so I've never gotten back to the stage where I don't do that.
You have never gotten back to that stage. And we hope that you will never go back to that stage, by the way. I'm sorry
I
you
hope
had to
so
even
too.
go through that, by the way. So, you hearing me right?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm saying I hope so too.
All right. All right. So, what do you have another book um, working on?
So I have two books that I've worked on, and then I have another one after that. So there is a devotional, and then there is becoming the wife. And then there's this
Becoming the
one,
what?
becoming the wife.
Becoming the wife.
Yeah.
That one is out. That one is out.
It's on Amazon, as well as the devotional. I just haven't spoken about it as yet, but they're there along with the tester testimony.
So what's that one about, by the way? What's that one about?
It's about women really all right, so a lot of people think that, oh, when you get a ring is when you become a wife, right? And every Jamaican wedding you go to, I don't know about the ones overseas, so I'll talk about the ones here. They'll say, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. Then I keep wondering, is it that God joined all of these marriages? And some women, again, remember, as I said to you, it's not when you get the ring you become a wife. You're supposed to already be a wife, because the Bible says he that findeth a wife, not he that findeth a woman and then makes her a wife. They already do wifely things and you're already being a wife. It doesn't mean that you're slaying yourself for a man, but you're doing wifely things around your own home. You're building character and all of that and all of that and all that. So it outlines it and it goes through a whole process. I think I like to go through processes. It goes through a whole process. And then yeah, that's pretty much that book. The devotional is self-explanatory. There's this one, it's a book of letters, it's a memoir to my son. It's called Dear Son. I haven't put it up as yet. There's a lot of things I want to say to him. He's only 4, but I want him to remember this for a long time to come. So I told him all about my journey with him, the days when I didn't have anything. I told him about his dad. I asked him not to hate him. I asked him that if he comes around, he should at least see what happened,
That's your message to your son.
Yeah, I don't want him to hate him. If he does come around, I want him to try to build a relationship that they should have had. And if he has any hatred towards him, I don't want it to be a case where he's gonna hate him because of anything that he has done to me. I want him to do everything off his own. So I'm not gonna say, oh, hey, dad was this person or whatever. I did mention that he was not there, which is evident. But I didn't say that, okay, hate your dad didn't do this and your dad didn't do that, so you don't need him and whatever. I said in the book that if he comes around, accept him, show him the
How
love
old
that
are you,
you
by the way?
wanted from
How
him.
old are you?
How young am I? I'm 23.
And you have this sort of mindset already at 23.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Not because he and I didn't work out because he was abusive means that the child is supposed to suffer, because the child, he has never seen him a day in his life. So if he does come
Not one
around at
time.
some point, at no point. So if he does come around at some time, at least hear him out, give him a chance. Because
So
sometimes some
even
of
while
us
you
have
were
to.
pregnant, he was not around.
So 6 months into the whole thing, I was alone, which is when I got raped the second time. I was alone 6 months into the whole thing. Why are you shaking your head?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I tell you, you are a very strong woman. Let me tell you that. A very strong woman.
The thing is, it is what it is, and then I had to, after a while, when I tell you that I trying to kill him and he wouldn't die, I had to come to the realization that I have to make it work. So, however I would make it work, I had to just do it. Like, I remember a lot of times I say it and people just look on weird, but I remember when I didn't have anything to eat and I would just randomly be sick just so I could go down by KPH. And I always say that it's black pepper fish because the fish, they don't season it, and all they cook it with is black pepper. But I'm saying it's black pepper fish, but girl starves, the girl eat it same way. And I was there just so I could get a bed to sleep on, cause child need rest.
The journey.
The journey.
Latesha's journey. Um, expect expect nothing but greatness from Latesha, I would assume. What's the ultimate dream as an author, though?
As an author, my ultimate dream is to reach people everywhere in all corners, all four corners of the earth, and to inspire them, to help them to understand that they're not alone in anything. Um, I want to go to different places and speak to different groups of people to encourage them and uplift them. Because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people say they're self-made, but I would never say that, for the mere fact that even though I've done a lot of things on my own, there are a lot of people who have poured into me with words and prayers. Um, if it's even those who have said, I remember walking in Spanish Town one day. I think I talked about it yesterday. I remember walking in Spanish Town one day, and this man, his pants was down by his bottom and stuff. And he's just going through what he said to me. I didn't expect. But little did he know he was pouring into me, because I was so down the day. And I remember he turned back. He walked past me already, my blasting music, and him I go through, and he turned back and he said, God loves you. And I was like,
Out of the
okay
blue.
then. Out of the blues. I'm like, okay then. Like, this man, who is him to come to him say God love me with him pants and bottom and him something and him something. But then I look at it afterward and I realize it's something that I can never forget, because it was such a time when I really needed it. I was just going through
Just
the
to hear that
blues.
somebody loves you.
Just to hear say somebody loved me, because growing up, I never really had love. Like, I really didn't. And I think that is why I ended up in an abusive relationship in terms of my child's dad, because it felt like love, and I was open to whatever love felt like.
Was it physical, emotional? What sort of abuse we're talking about, by the way?
Let them
All the
abuse the
abuse is
way it was kick it on the stairs. I'm so
oh,
sorry for laughing through this. It was just kick it on the stairs, our boxer, someone, yeah, in terms of words as well, he would bring up about the rape situation and say, oh, my father raped me and this and that and the whole work and the whole work. Um, I drank, how much liter is this? The big one, the rear nephew? The big one. I don't remember how much, I don't know how much liter that is, but I
yeah,
turned
oh
the
yeah.
whole thing at my head.
I'm not an alcoholic sort of person, so I wouldn't tell you
Oh,
how much liter
I don't
that
know
would
what
be.
it is, but the big
But
one like this, guys, and I turn it to
probably
my
about
head.
2 liters we're looking at.
Probably. I was I was pregnant and I was extremely depressed, and I just drank the whole bottle, and I don't remember what happened. I woke up on the floor in my vomit all over me, and yeah, that's where I woke up.
So
He was there. He
Shanique
was
tell
there.
you, so it's a quart. It's a
All
quart.
right, Shani, come through with your rum self.
Shanique is a specialist. Shanique is
Bartender.
a specialist.
So, so yeah, he was there at the moment, and it was a heated argument. And I was like, I'm so over this. I'm just tired. I remember I'm going through all of this. I'm going through all of this, and you're there, and you're adding all of that to it. And it was in the kitchen, and all of that started in the kitchen. So I just turned it to my head. I don't know how far I got to, but when I woke up, I was in my vomit and everything. I don't know if the rest of it turned over, but nothing was in the bottle. Part of it was broken, so maybe it did. I don't know. Maybe it did empty. Maybe it did half. I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness. So with all of this, you see, Latesha,
Mm-hmm.
with all of the abuse from childhood, even the father of your child, there's still hope of you being the wife, because
Yeah,
you are a wife, right?
there's still hope of me being a wife, of course. So I'm not gonna lie, you know, I am miserable. I'll give myself that. I'm miserable, but I still think that there's a sweet side to me. Um, I'm a really caring person, and if I really care for you, I really do care for you. There's no if but maybe about it. Um, one day I am gonna be the wife. I might be a handful, footful, bagful, but one day.
Some fall.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, it's just pretty amazing when you hear someone's story, to be honest. Looking at you, and probably not even reading the book, you would have never believed that you went through all of that and still standing strong, still writing, still being a mother. That's incredible, by the way.
Thank you. You know, many persons didn't know because even after the whole thing, I went to a different school, you know, Magrat's. Yeah, big up Magrat. So I went to Magrat's after that. And and nobody knew. I just went there because you see, the thing about it is that nothing stopped for me during the whole process. So it was like I had no choice but to be strong because everything continued. It's like they didn't give me a break. They just took me from one school, sent me to another school. I had to continue grades. I started in grade 9, and then I had exam like about a month or so after I came in. And it was just everything going on. So I had no choice but to be strong. And then by grade 10, I got sub prefect because at my grade they have sub prefect before you become a prefect. So I got sub prefect, and then I still had to be strong, going to court. All of that was happening at the same point. Then there was another stage where I had to start going to the market to sell, you know, so I could go to school. It was like everything was just forcing me to be strong. So I don't think I had a childhood, to be honest with you. I don't think so. I just think that I just had to be strong. I was in full survival mode because even before the whole rape thing, I was like all over the place, all over the place, all over the place. So they would send me here this year, and next month or next year I'm somewhere else. And a lot of times I kept wondering, what's happening? Why do you keep moving me? I don't know, but they're moving me. I'm a child and I'm just moving along with it.
So
So
you were never like stable in one particular home for like years. It was always all over the place.
I'm unstable. You know, one day my son asked me that. I was sitting in the chair and he walked up to me and he was like, Mommy, why are you unstable? And
Trouble,
I remember I said,
trouble.
I remember the person was at the phone and I'm like, oh my God, why would he ask me that? You know, and it traumatized me for a while because I'm like, you know, for him to ask me that, it must be really serious. And I realized that
If
it
a
came up
4-year-old
into my
can ask you
adulthood
that.
as well. Because even in adulthood, I was still moving up and down, moving up and down, moving up and down. Same way.
So how is it right now for that? How is it right now? Are you more stable? Are you stable?
Right now, I'm stuck. I
Okay, so you're
decided, so
stable.
like I was telling a friend of mine tonight, like when I got the place that I'm at now, it was not
Mhm.
what I wanted it to be. And I remember there were many nights when the rain would fall and the place would flood out, and I would sit down in the water and I would cry. I would cry and I would cry and I cry. Sometimes the water is so much that I could use a cup to scoop it up. And even when my aunt, she said to me, you know, um, I found somewhere that you could go and whatever the case may be. I said to her, you know, I'm not gonna move. Like, I'm gonna just stop this out because I'm tired of moving and I don't want to move anymore. This is where I'm going to stay. I'm going to figure it out. And there's so many and I just had to just hang them out. Like many days I'm just crying about this water situation because I don't remember when last year, maybe about August or probably coming on to December, but there was a lot of rain at some point. And every night I was flooded and my stuff would get wet. Sometimes the sheets, clothes that I'm supposed to wear, go to work and the whole works. But I just decided that I would stay here, comes what me, once I figure it out.
Why trouble? But things are much better now, right?
Yeah. It's been a journey coming from a far place, but I'm coming on.
That's wonderful. Are you saying what's the heights of achievement as an author that you, well, you said that you just want to reach place, but is there like a personal, like an award that you would hope to achieve?
Awards. I don't know all the awards out there, but I just want to reach people and change lives and let them know that anything is possible. But for now, if there is an award, I don't know about it, so I can't say just yet. The Nobel Prize.
Yeah. Financial wise, is it good being a writer?
Well, let me start by this. Jamaican people don't read, you know. They hate to read. They do. Some of them. So I'm not going to say all of them, but because they don't really like to read, they find it more difficult to just pick up a book or buy a book or whatever the case may be. But it has been doing its own thing, you know. Sometimes when you don't look for things, it appears. Because I remember the other day, I was on a panel on NCU. Wasn't looking for anything. I was just there to empower and to inspire and whatever the case may be. And from that, I sold a couple few books. So it comes. And when it comes, you're grateful. Because when you're grateful for the small blessings, then it will increase.
Right. Would you encourage anybody to be a writer, by the way?
Yes. I would, for the mere fact that I think everybody has a story. And it doesn't mean that it has to be a journey that you have to take on full time to say, oh, I'm going to write. But we've all been through something, and talking helps you to release it, but also talking helps you to empower somebody else. And if you can help somebody to stay alive, then do it.
Most definitely. We want to thank you so much, Latesha, for joining us tonight. It was indeed a pleasure having you. You know, I hear Miss Bingham is asking, how can she get a copy, by the way?
So you can get a copy on Amazon. You can also get a copy through me. If this is who I'm thinking, right? Miss Bingham by McGrath?
Yes.
Okay. Well, actually, some books are going down there. Miss Miri, she's supposed to get a few, so I'll let you have your copy once they're coming down there. Once they're going down there.
And how can people reach Latesha, by the way, if they want to get direct contact with Latesha?
All right, so they can reach me on Facebook at Latesha Parkes, or, well, they're not gonna find the other one. So Latesha Parkes, or they can reach me on Instagram at She Writes to Inspire. And also, I'm back on WhatsApp for the time being. And you can call me straight at 423-8999. That's 423-8999.
No stalkers, no, please. I beg of you, no stalkers.
No problem, Miss Bingham. I'll definitely do that for you. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna send your copy special. by itself. I'll
Oh
probably
my.
take it.
So
I'll
what
take it
about my
myself.
copy? I don't deserve a copy, by the way.
So yeah, so I'll take it myself. It's big up.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely take a read. By the way, I think I think your story is just and who you have become, who you are right now, and who you're becoming is just amazing. You know what I mean? So, indeed, people should definitely get a read of this book. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And you said the other two are on Amazon right now. Becoming
Yes,
a
they
Wife
are.
and The Devotion.
Yes, the devotional.
Hmm.
Yes, so they're all there on
How many
Amazon.
pages, by the way? Let me ask. So, how many pages are in this book? Yeah.
Let me tell you. Hold on.
I hope it's not 1,000, because 1,000
No,
is just going to be like, oh, okay,
it's not that
wonderful.
long. Cause as I tell
Okay.
you, people attention span is short. So you know, you don't want them to just fall and behave bad and nobody read the rest of the book. So call it. So it's 127. This is what it looks like.
Mhm. Good night, Michaela. Good night.
It's 127. Also includes a step-to-step guide of how to get through. Because of course it's not something you get over, something you get through. And this is not just something I wrote because I'm trying to tell people how to get through anything. This is something that I've tried myself, and I know that it works. It's a process, but it works.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Indeed, it's worth reading and listening to. Yeah. And continue to
Thank you so
motivate
much,
and
Miss
inspire.
Bingham.
You know what I mean? I mean,
I'm
there's so
glad
much love
that
that
my
is being shown
principal
right now.
have respect.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so much love is being shown. Yes. All right. So, Latesha, as I said before, it was a pleasure having you here tonight, and I just
It
want
was
to
a
wish
pleasure
you
being here.
enough more success, because we know that we're going to be hearing great things from Latesha. All right. So
Thank you
enjoy
so
the
much
rest
for
of the
having
evening.
me.
One love.
All right.
All right, Jenna people. Yeah. Indeed, we just had Latesha as our special guest tonight. I hope that you were inspired and you have been motivated, eh?
In every way.
If there is any woman right now that is on the live, if you weren't inspired or motivated, show over there.
I am back and I'm strong in every way.
Big up to all the strong black independent ladies.
Jaja in control of my life. I'm a stepping, me no fear, no more. All the pressures of life are surround me.
I'm a man and I was inspired.
Can't phone me. Fire! Let them laugh and shout. I'm a blessing gone up to them up. I'm a strong Jamaican woman. I'm a strong Jamaican woman. You're ready. I'm a strong.
Everybody big up on yourself.
I am back and I'm strong in every way. Traveling to the top of the mountain. Jaja in control.
I know Miss Griffiths, right?
Me no fear, me no.
You were inspired.
All the pressures of life are surround me. And the tractors traffic and phone me. Let them laugh and chat. I'm a bubbling like a pot. I'm a blessing gone up to them up. I'm a strong woman. I'm a strong Jamaican woman. I'm a strong Jamaican woman. I'm a strong Jamaican woman.
My time was expired now, Johnny people.
You're my strength. You are here to stay. Warrior, break down every barrier. I can walk without a faith.
So I just want to thank you for everybody who has joined in tonight. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
And I can find the word.
For tuning to the Boom Bang Bang Master himself.
Reminder, with your love as my weapon. You're ready. Can't stop the way.
So I just want for you to just enjoy the rest of the evening. And I mean,
And can't pull it away.
big up yourself. Come on, up top.
You fight for me. And can't stop the way. Them wish and them hoping and fighting and praying. Them can't stop the
Hey, Shanique.
living in a house with a bed and a broken fridge. I was there. I mean, could be
All right, good night, people. One love, peace, and unity.
come back to worse. A kiss from your lips seemed to break the glorious. There's no way I could get when it was just you and I trying not to